This is Jessica Morales, a tax preparer who works in the Mott Haven neighborhood of the Bronx.
Usually we see the most clients coming in during the end of December, beginning of January, and towards the middle of February, because they really need the money, and at times they don't have food to put on their table in their household. So the EITC does help them to eat, to buy clothes, maybe to travel.
The EITC is a government program that paid 27 million Americans for having a job last year. The EITC isn't a refund for overpaying. The government pays you if you work but didn't make enough. And the EITC, along with the smaller child tax credit, lifts more children out of poverty than any other government program, and it has surprisingly conservative roots. Republican Gerald Ford signed the bill to create the EITC. Ronald Reagan expanded it significantly, and since then, it's become one of the few programs Republicans and Democrats kind of agree on. More people claim the EITC in the South Bronx than anywhere else in the country. Hadi Farah grew up in the Bronx and prepares taxes in the Fordham Heights neighborhood.
Most of our clients are self-employed. Some of them are barbers, some of them are taxi drivers, and some of them that are employed, they're either waitresses or construction workers.
During tax season, there's a lot of sales because they know that once people get their refunds, their business are going to be booming.
There's a lot of stores that open up only for tax season. They know that furniture is a big ticket item and people are gonna buy furniture during tax season. So they open up shop, they make their money, and they close.
In this business, those 2 months, you have to make the most that you can to last for the whole year.
The credit is a lifeline for some residents and business owners in low-income neighborhoods. But like most government programs, it's not perfect.
This year, for the first time, they actually implemented a rule that individuals that file with earned income tax credit, they won't be able to get their returns processed up until February 15th. So that rule has been into place because the government wants the IRS to double check and triple check. There was a lot of fraud coming into place, especially with earned income tax credit. When people can't get their money when they expect it, they usually opt into the other financial service, which is a refund anticipation loan. It's essentially a bank loan. However, with that bank loan, it has high fees. Essentially, they get stuck with that burden because they need that money right away because they were planning for it, and they're stuck paying an additional fee that they wouldn't have to pay had the extension had not been there. I always like advising not to do it, but I would say probably 50% of my clients get the refund anticipation loans.
People do count on that earned income, that extra income.
This is Wanda, a mother of 2 who lives and works in the Bronx. She received the EITC this year.
I knew what I was going to use the money for. I want to move because I'm living in a room right now with my 2 kids. I live with my father and mother-in-law at the moment. My daughter is very desperate for me to move so she could have her own space and room. I need around $7,000 together in order to move. I have saved between the money that I could save and the money that I got from the taxes, like around $5,000.
You know how much EITC you got this year?
I got around $2,000.
What were you tempted to spend that money on?
Nothing. I want to move. I'm sorry.
No, that's
I mean, I'm very focused on the things that I want. Like, I plan everything that I want. That's why I haven't moved crazily. Oh, I'm comfortable, I'm going to move. I waited until I have the money and I have enough so that I don't get caught up. I don't have money to pay the rent. So every year there's something you need to do that you're not able to do on a check-to-check basis because it's not enough.